You're listening to Jaime's Local Love, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.
Thanks for listening to Jaime's Local Love, the podcast. I am so inspired by our local business owners. They are innovative, they are creative, they are hardworking, they have a vision for what they want, and then they make it happen. My next guest embodies all those qualities. Plus, she's a whole lot of fun, too. I want to introduce to you Rayanne Lookshaw of Look Concepts, Knee Deep Melrose. This is upcycled denim. Knee Deep Denim. This is festival wear. And Eden Vigor. They have swimwear and leisure wear. Several different concepts from Rayanne. Rayanne, hello.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
I'm naming 3 different concepts, Rayanne. You have been a busy girl since we met back in 2018. Mm-hmm. I was doing a segment at a kind of a marketplace store within Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Yes.
You were one of the people who I got to meet that day, and we just bonded. And it's been so much fun to watch your career blossom and bloom. You just recently bought a building. And I mean, I feel like a proud mother just with all your accomplishments. So thanks for being here.
I wouldn't miss it.
And
I adore you.
I adore you. Tell me about how you got started here, because you grew up in Phoenix. Where did you go to high school, and how did you get into sewing?
Yeah, I went down the road. Phoenix Christian High School. It's probably a 3-minute drive from here, actually. And I got into sewing because my mom gave me this yard sale sewing machine. I'm sure a lot of other people have this story. Like, just inherited a sewing machine. I was super tall. I had to adjust my clothes. They just were not fitting. I was probably about 13. And so I started sewing and just altering my own clothes, and that's how I got into it.
So how tall are you, Rayanne?
I am 5'11".
5'11".
I
you
kept
seem
growing.
Tall to me. You seem very tall to me. 5'3". Okay, so for folks who don't know, you do upcycled denim. I have several pairs of your shorts. I love them. They're the ones I turn to religiously. So how did you start doing the upcycled denim? And then you've done a lot of fun things with sports team wear. You just rework those looks.
Yeah. So for the denim, it's exactly how you just described it. I'll go source really perfect, authentic Wranglers and Levi's, and we hand distress or cut or alter them right in the store. Actually, at Knee Deep Melrose the other day, I had a girl come in, and we have tons of denim shorts, but she couldn't find anything she liked. So she pulled some pants, some long denim jeans off the rack, and I said, just give me 15 minutes. And I came back, and I gave her a new pair.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. What did she think of that?
She was stoked. Yeah, she liked it. I said, double check everything, make sure you like it. And she was, bless her heart. We had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So you're giving us ideas. So if you don't find the perfect pair right there, find the pant. Yeah. And then ask for Rayanne.
Make friends with whoever's working that day. Ella or Portia might be working. You could try to get them to do it.
Okay, so let's go back to you with the sewing machine at 13 years old starting. Did you think you would be a clothing designer or a store owner? What did you think that you would be going into?
No, I didn't. I really thought that in all of my love for design and fashion, and even in the beauty industry when I was younger, just had a regular little girl admiration for it. I thought you had to be kind of this Vera Wang type to enter into this space, where you had to go and you had to get this extensive, background of fashion and sewing, and you had to go to school. And I wanted to go into real estate because that's what my mom does, and she is so great at it, and she has a lot of fun, and it gives her a lot of freedom. And so I didn't think that I could do it. No, I didn't. It probably didn't even really cross my mind at all.
But you did go to real estate school, or at least
I did. Yes, I did. I went. Yes.
And what happened?
It was great. I mean, I just never pursued it because at that point, this had already taken off for me. It was kind of simultaneous.
So you wanted to first follow what mom did, but then it was your aunt. She had another idea for you because she owned a boutique and she saw what you were doing. Tell me about that.
Yeah, her name's Anne, and she had a couple different boutiques in Colorado. And, at the time what I was doing was really young and fun and whimsical. And she goes, look, I think there's a really big need for this on this little site called Etsy.
Oh, yeah. So we know this was way back when.
Yeah. It was 2012, and she was like, you've got to get on here. And I was dragging my feet, and she actually made the site. I'll always give her credit. She made my little Etsy store for me. She goes, what's the name? Ask me all the info. And she goes, now put your stuff up and see what happens.
Was it knee deep then?
It was knee deep denim. Yep.
What does knee deep mean?
To me, it was very practical in the name, and it was also very heartwarming. So the practical side is when you're wearing shorts or cutoffs, you can jump in the car, head to the lake. That's what's going to fit you best. That's what's going to make you happy, and you can go knee deep in the water in them, right? But the heartwarming side is when you are going to the lake, when you are grabbing your favorite pair of shorts, that's going to be your favorite day, and that's
it's a lake day. It's a winning day.
That's the best kind of feeling.
Yeah. No doubt. Okay, so you are on this little site called Etsy. Etsy became aware of you because you blew up on Etsy. It went big time.
So Etsy had come to a conclusion where they thought that we wouldn't be a very good fit for them anymore. We were doing a lot of sales, and we were working hard, and we were getting them out, and our customers were happy. But I think it was a little too big at the time for Etsy, who was looking for very small mom and pops who were slowly pushing out sales. So they had taken us off their site. And so right around that time, I said, you know what, I'm going to get up and get myself in front of the people of Phoenix, Arizona. And I made my own website, and I headed to the markets. I headed to First Friday. Early on, I got accepted into Junk in the Trunk Vintage Market, which, God bless their souls, did so much for my brand, as well as Phoenix Flea. I really spent a lot of time and hours and sweat in those markets, and that's what pushed it forward. So how big was your team at this time? Because I've seen you at the markets. You have full racks of shorts, pants, etc. The cute tops, the sports tops that you take and lace up and make a bulky T-shirt look really sexy and hot and cute and wearable for the ladies. How did you get all that done to have the inventory for those markets? It would usually be just about me. Sometimes I would have, a lot of time I would have one or maybe two people come help me with the market, whether it was a stray man that I was dating at the time that I suckered into it, or a very long time dear friend of mine, Joseph. He would come and work with me at the markets for years and years, and we would just laugh the whole time. So it was so nice. But it was a small team.
Yeah, and those are long, hot days at the markets. Big setup, early morning setups, long days in the sunshine here in Phoenix, and then tear down as well.
Yes, go to the markets and support local.
Yes. And Junk in the Trunk. We love those girls too.
Yes, all those markets are so vital for small brands, and it reminds me of what you just said in the beginning when someone has an idea and they push really hard for it. I mean, that's what all those people there are doing.
Yeah, it is inspiring, especially to be side by side with them as well. It must feel really cool too.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the jump, because a lot has happened for you since those farmers markets. You have, I listed off 3 different concepts. You have a concept brand umbrella now. How many different stores do you have? Where can we find you?
Yeah, it's 4 physical locations at the moment.
I want you to say that again.
It's 4 stores.
I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Where are all the stores?
It's very cool. So thanks for the reminder. Chandler Fashion Center. We've got Eden Vigor there, and Eden Vigor is this gorgeous. It's very luxe swim brand. We carry a lot of lounge and intimates and like little tchotchkes and candles. It's a very soft brand.
Very cool cover-ups.
Yeah.
Because you can't do a normal cover-up anymore. It's got to be super sexy, very cool.
It's got to all match.
Yes, it all has to match. So you can hook us up over there at Eden Vigor. So that's in what, Chandler?
In Chandler. Yep,
okay.
Chandler Fashion Center.
Now where else are we going?
And then we're in Scottsdale Fashion Square. That is the flagship store, Knee Deep Denim. If you are looking to party and you are looking for something loud, maybe something for the Barbie movie, maybe something for a rave or a music festival, or just a swim wear fit that's very loud, head over there. Same exact concept is over at Arrowhead Town Center. But we carry some really good back to school basics, some really good like denim there that's school approved because we've got a big need for it. And I will always listen to the customer and what they are asking for. And that seems something big over there. And then at my newest baby, Knee Deep Melrose, who's probably my favorite child right now, down the road on 7th Avenue here, we have got this really modern, it's almost menswear centered, but it's, of course, I wear vintage t-shirts and, you know, slacky jeans sometimes too, so I can't pin it all to something in particular, but it's a lot of like vintage and graphics and prints and really great cargos that have been sourced. We've got a few local brands. We're looking for more, so if you've got some stuff you want to bring in.
Okay, I know some local brands.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking to kind of be a hub of local gifts, plants, and then some really good vintage wear.
Yeah. Well, I know I live in my knee-deep denim shorts that you helped me get. So
You're so sweet.
I always appreciate them. And then I'm usually wearing a local T-shirt.
Yes.
Or some kind of graphic tee. I really am. So that's where I'm usually at. Tell me about making that jump, though, going full-time and what that what you would tell someone else who might be thinking, I've got this great product and I'm still working my 9 to 5. How do I make that hop over to full-time entrepreneurship?
When somebody asks me how I'm doing or what's new, I always revert to work. And it's not because I have anything showy to say. I don't have any, it's not that I want to be boastful about it. It's literally the most special thing to me until I have children someday, I guess.
Yes,
I guess that's what they say,
yeah,
at least.
Allegedly. You know.
Allegedly.
So we know.
I adore what I do. And I think if you don't, it's going to be really difficult to maintain sanity because it's hard. But if it is fiery to you, if it's your favorite thing to talk about, then go.
Chase it.
Chase it. Absolutely.
What's been the most unique challenge that you've come against? Where I know staffing is an issue right now, just across the board. What's been really interesting to you? I mean, we could talk about Melrose because I know you've been doing a lot of work yourself on that building.
Yes. But that was so fun and it was so rewarding. I would absolutely say marketing and social media is extremely difficult. I think that we all use the same 2 to 3 platforms and they're not always user friendly and they're tough to work around. I would absolutely say not draining your marketing dollars in the wrong direction. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's my biggest challenge constantly.
Really? It's the marketing.
Yeah.
Huh. And you think it's you and a phone these days. We like to think it might be one of the easier things to do these days, but sometimes these platforms.
Yeah, they can get quite tricky.
Okay.
to say the least.
The tricky platforms.
Yeah.
Tell me about Melrose. You said your favorite child right now.
Yes.
It's my favorite child for you just because you posted, so I can share, I hope, on your last day of your 29th year, your next day you were turning 30 years old, you walked out of where were you, at some city building?
Yeah.
Where you bought a building.
Yes.
You bought yourself a building for your 30th birthday. So that is just like the most batty thing
Thank you.
I think someone can do because you own that space for your business to build your baby. So you're safe in that space. You mentioned in some of the paperwork that you gave me, it was a bit of a relic. So tell me what this building was before and how you really, you did this in what, a month?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah. Relic is a nice word.
Oh, really?
This building was used for tree tools and arborist things, and I adored the previous owner, but we had very different versions of what the building was going to look like, and so they had kept it almost untouched for a very long time, maybe 20 years.
Okay.
So we did a complete gut. The craziest thing I have ever done, and I didn't know I was doing it until I was just already into it. It was just a little idea. I ripped out the ceiling. Shout out to Ella and Avery who also helped me that day. We got on ladders.
These are you and your employees? ripping out the ceiling that day?
Yes. I got us PPE and I said,
my gosh.
you guys don't have to, but if you'd like to, let's take this ceiling tile out. And then we took the ceiling tile and then we went, well, let's take the installation out and clear it out. And we ended up now we have this really gorgeous exposed ceiling because it is lower. We needed that extra depth in the building because we're working with a historic building. And so I just really wanted to lift that up and show the bones of the building. And we ended up painting it all black. And it looks so, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. And I'm always impressed with your willingness to just get your hands dirty. I would be like, who do I need to hire to help me with that? Where do I get that money? I asked you about your signage for Eden Vigor at Scottsdale Fashion Square. And you said, oh, yeah, we made that. What do you mean we made that?
Yeah.
You had, an uncle helped you
Yes,
and you
yes.
spray painted the sign?
Yes.
That's hanging right there.
Well, it's like gold foil wrapped. He'll be mad if I say it was spray painted.
okay,
yes,
okay.
but my Uncle Brian made the sign, and he was like, he's a very incredible like woods craftsman. So
nice.
it was nice. But
So cool.
yeah, thanks.
What would you tell someone who wants to be like you someday, Rayanne?
I think the most important thing is not to get yourself in debt. You don't need to start out with a lot of capital, hopefully. I mean, I'm sure there's industries where you do. But I really think if you can have a small idea, save a little bit of money, it's the money you worked for, right? And you spend it on your dream that you're hoping is coming back to you. Spend your own money. Don't go in a lot of debt and take it day by day. Adjust where you need to. I think learning is huge.
Do you think that farmer's market was a nice path for you and for some others?
Absolutely. Yeah. I actually I'm sneaking this on here. We're going to have a farmer's market at our location in the fall.
Oh,
yeah.
very cool. Well,
Yeah.
you know I'll be there.
Yeah, just to bring it full circle. Let's
Okay,
start it again, and bring some new brands in.
And now you have space to offer that opportunity to
Yeah, a lot
other
of
budding
space.
business owners.
Yeah.
Look at you.
It's part of the reason why I was really excited about this building. So.
I know you love Phoenix the way I love Phoenix.
Yes.
What are you loving in Phoenix right now? Whether it's a restaurant or a thing to do. I know it's hot as blazes out there right now.
Oh.
What are you loving in Phoenix right now?
I can't stop going to Ingo's.
Oh, really?
I just love Ingo's.
What is it?
It's called Ingo's, and here's the tagline. This
Yes.
is those. I don't know if they appreciate this or not, but like their tagline is the craziest thing to me because you go to like Maggiano's Italian food or like Mikhail's Mexican food. Their tagline is tasty food.
Yeah.
Ingo's tasty food. I think it's an LGO concept.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ingo's got me through the pandemic.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they what do you get there?
Well, I definitely don't get the frozen Greyhound.
Oh, I definitely did not take them to go.
No.
Ever, or I drank them in parks.
I definitely don't ask for extra sauce on the chips.
Oh yeah, so good.
And then I recently had the breakfast sandwich because I was stuck on the chicken Sammy, but now I'm on the breakfast sandwich.
We've got a local guy who does those chips. I did a story with him.
Oh.
Yeah, Freet Street.
I don't want to know about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's a local guy who does the potatoes. So
Yeah, but that's
It's
what I need, more
delicious.
potatoes,
And
but they're very good.
Greyhounds. All right. Okay, well, thanks for coming on my podcast.
Yes.
I owe you some chips and a tasty Greyhound at Ingo's very soon.
I love you. Thanks for having me.
I love you.
We're
Congratulations.
proud of you. We all are.
I'm so proud of you.
Jamie's Local Love, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.